Hello, welcome back to The Princess Talks. Happy Super Bowl weekend to you all. May your team win. Well, let's talk about today's episode. Today's episode will be about undignified pregnant women. My friend said I should say they're skanks. Ooh, but that's harsh, even for this show. After all, mothers are a special breed. So ladies, those of you who are pregnant, wait. Those of you who are lucky enough to be pregnant, those of you who are lucky enough to be a mother, please dress appropriately. Pregnant ladies, many of you look so beautiful. In fact, you can all look very beautiful. Now, I'm not sitting here saying you should look like Heidi Klum, because you're not Heidi Klum, nor can you afford her dresses. But guess what? There's no need. You don't need to be Heidi Klum because she's just another pregnant woman. Okay, so she's rich and famous. So what? Let's talk about you. It's about you. It hurts the eyes, the brain, the mind, everything to see so many pregnant women in our city amongst us who are so, shall I say, unattractive. Not because they've gained weight or they've got a pimple, but because they carry themselves in a very untasteful way. It's quite disgusting. Basically, you look undignified, skanky, you know. What is it with this yummy mommy nonsense? You're pregnant. Yeah, you should gain weight for the sake of your baby, of course. Yeah, I wouldn't sit here as a hypocrite and say, it's okay to be 300 pounds. No, I would not, because I'm a woman who, well, believe it or not, I do put myself together most of the times. However, I'm not pregnant, but forget about me. It's about you. I see pregnant women every single day in the summer walking around with their pregnant tummies. Most of them are so vile to look at. Their guts hanging out. Hey, I get it. You know what? You want to look sexy. You don't need to look so trashy to look sexy. I see a pregnant woman, whenever I see a pregnant woman wearing a too tight a t-shirt with her butt crack in the mall, bending over, I can't tell you what goes through my mind. I think, the poor guy who's sleeping with you, does he not have a say in how you look? I know, you should look the way you feel. Trust me, ladies, when you're pregnant, you should feel so special. If I were a pregnant woman, I would look better than Heidi Klum. Yes, I would. Because you know what? I just radiate positive energy. I'd be walking looking so fabulous and classy. None of this nonsense, tight t-shirt, holding your pants, too tight pants, you're bending over, your butt crack showing like a plumber, whoever else shows their butt crack. There's really no need for that. You are a special breed. You are fortunate enough. Never mind with God's help, because maybe you don't believe in God, and that's okay. The fact remains is you should look your best. So what if you gain weight? Or so what if you have pimples on your face? That's life. Put yourself together. Make sure your hair looks good. Comb it. Wear a blouse or a top. You don't need to have expensive gowns like Heidi Klum or whoever else is pregnant and look gorgeous. Who incidentally, that woman looks fabulous. But guess what? Again, you're not a movie star. This nonsense where you're walking around talking about yummy mommy. You know what, ladies? Those of you who are fortunate enough to be pregnant, if you did not want to gain weight, it's simple. Don't have a baby. Go adopt a pet rock. Really, do that. Or yeah, you can go to Europe or Asia or wherever. Actually, you know what? You shouldn't even do that. Stick with a pet rock, not even a puppy. Pregnancy is a gift. It's like driving. It's a privilege. So those of you who are fortunate enough, I repeat, those of you women who are fortunate enough to be pregnant, behave yourselves. Show some class. Be dignified. There's nothing more vile than a pregnant woman who is atrocious looking in public. Yeah, I know, I'm not pregnant and I don't know what it's like. Believe me, I don't have to be pregnant. I just have to be a woman, a person, who takes pride in how she looks in public. You know what? Those little tight t-shirts, Those should be relegated to the backyard or in your basement or even on your front veranda looking out at the people going by. It's okay. It's your home. But to be in a shopping mall downtown, I don't care if you're at Polyester Mall in Toronto, the fact remains you should look dignified. You're having a baby. Guess what? You're not getting ready to pose for Playboy. Is it Playboy? Yes. Like Charlie Sheen's ex-wife, you know, Denise. 6 weeks later, she's posing. Ladies, be realistic. You're not a movie star. Yes, after baby gets here, you should think about maybe losing some of your weight if it's important to you to do to you and your partner. Now, this is what you do. You have the baby and you get back to working out. Don't be obsessive about it. If you're married to a guy who is obsessed with you being thin and getting ready for your Playboy debut, then you probably shouldn't have been married to a man like that in the first place. Like I said, being pregnant is a gift, so don't worry about it. Worry about the health of your baby. And I'm going to say it again. Those of you who are fortunate enough to be pregnant and having a baby, you are lucky. You should thank your lucky stars and stop this nonsense about wanting to look thin and sexy. You can look very sexy with your hair done, little makeup, little moisturizer on your face, little dab of powder, and an attractive and appropriate looking pregnant outfit. Okay? So take it from me. You should look classy and none of this tartiness. It's unattractive. And if I were your husband, you would not leave that house. That's right. Now, let's talk about today's fashion faux pas. We'll talk about bony legs white ladies, white girls, ladies, women. If you're going to expose your legs to the rest of us, please, ladies, make sure they're attractive. No, really, they don't have to be perfect. You see, when you have those bony legs look like something I should be banging on a drum with, cover them, please. You're offending our eyes. Really. We're talking bones. No offense to the ladies who have health problems, you know, like anorexic or bulimia, please. No letters, please. The rest of you, you're in fashion and you're showing your legs. I think if I'm going to look at a pair of legs, they should be attractive. It doesn't matter if they're not skinny, if they're a bit fat. It's okay. You can be robust and you're very attractive. So those of you ladies with robust legs, or you know, they're a bit heavier, that doesn't mean you're not attractive. But those of you with very bony legs, keep them away from the rest of us. Okay, until next week, this is Princess Talks. Next week's episode, please don't miss it. It'll be about what women want, the 7 things that we want. Okay, until then, please enjoy your Super Bowl weekend. The Princess Talks saying, see you next week. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Au revoir.